The U.S. and NATO strengthening forces in Europe as the war in Ukraine intensifies, plus how NATO is expanding its reach. Plus, a healthy reminder when it comes to men's health from a local person whose story provides a cautionary tale. And back where it belongs, we're live at Concerts on the Square, where they're expecting a big crowd for the return of the concert. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. A holdout on the Natural Resources Board, whose term expired long ago, got the green light today to stay put. The state Supreme Court said Fred Prayne, a former Governor Walker appointee, can stay there indefinitely. Political reporter Will Keneally joins us to explain what it means today and going forward. Will?
So the State Natural Resources Board sets state environmental policy like PFAS levels and the wolf hunt. Keeping a conservative voice on the board during a Democratic administration sets a very different tone.
We have witnessed over the last 3.5 years a significant breakdown in our democracy in Wisconsin.
That's Attorney General Josh Kaul's reaction to the Supreme Court decision to keep in place a Republican appointee more than a year after his term expired and 3.5 years into a Democratic administration.
This is not a country where we have kings, but Dr. Prayne apparently gets to choose how long he gets to stay there, regardless of what the people of Wisconsin say.
Kaul filed a suit to remove Fred Prayne from the board last year. The court ruled today that he can remain in place until the state Senate approves his successor. And they have not and almost assuredly will not, as they are gone for the year. And this is commonplace. The Senate has not confirmed 5 of the governor's cabinet appointees and 7 of his nominees to the UW Board of Regents.
The people made a decision in 2018, and today the Supreme Court said that that decision doesn't matter.
For his part, Prayne said in a statement that the suit was a political stunt and a waste of taxpayer money. He says he intends to stay until a successor is in place. And that could set the direction of state policy. So far, he has sided with conservatives on the board to weaken standards on PFAS and raise the cap on the state's wolf hunt.
If you're on the side of more toxic sludge in our water, this is a win for you today. But if you want clean and safe drinking water for Wisconsinites, if you care about people in Wisconsin having the power over our government, it's yet another huge loss from our Supreme Court.
So in the wake of the decision, Governor Evers said today he's frustrated that his appointees still have not gotten a vote, and that today's decision underscores what he calls an erosion of democracy by Republicans.
Well, thank you. It was stalled for years. Finally approved, signed into law in December, and Friday it goes live. A new system designed to prevent any future backlog of rape test kits in Wisconsin. Madison's police chief, the Dane County sheriff, and a sexual assault nurse joined the attorney general to remind people of the upcoming date. Wisconsin Act 116 sets time requirements for nurses and police to collect, gather, and send rape kits to the state if a victim requests it. The act also creates an electronic database which allows a survivor to privately track their kit. Madison helped run a pilot program testing to see just how the system would work.
In a criminal justice system where we commonly place the focus on the offender in the investigation, Wisconsin Act 116 is an historical step towards shifting the paradigm to our victims and our survivors.
6,000.
State Senator Melissa Agard called the system a game changer, reminding us that behind each kit is a friend, a relative, or member of the community. The state cleared a backlog of thousands of untested kits, some of which have led to arrests in 2019. Right now, President Biden is in Spain for an historic NATO summit, topping the agenda dealing with the ongoing threat of Russian President Vladimir Putin's war in Ukraine. Now, NATO has formally invited Sweden and Finland to join the alliance. NATO's Secretary General says the move demonstrates Putin has not succeeded in closing NATO's door. Meanwhile, President Biden announced major increases to the U.S. presence along the eastern flank of Europe. They include establishing a permanent headquarters for the 5th Army Corps in Poland, maintaining an extra rotational brigade of 3,000 troops in Romania, and sending 2 more F-35 fighter jet squadrons to the United Kingdom.
We're going to make sure that NATO is ready to meet threats from all directions across every domain, land, air, and the sea.
However, leaders at the summit worry the worsening economic impacts in the U.S. could lead to diminished support for Ukraine in the months ahead. The count of migrants who died in a trailer in Texas is now up to 53, the deadliest human smuggling case in American history. Investigators believe the 18-wheeler semi discovered Monday near San Antonio had mechanical problems when it was left on a remote back road in triple-digit temperatures. Initially, 16 people survived and were taken to area hospitals, but 5 later died, and that includes some children. A small memorial now sits at the site where the truck was found. So far, only 37 of the victims have been identified, a painstaking task since investigators say many of the migrants carried false documents or none at all.
They don't have a choice. They don't have a life, and they don't feel safe. They're hungry. So for them, America is not a choice. It's the only option they have.
Police arrested the truck driver and 2 other people after the discovery. 2 men are facing weapons possession charges. Disgraced R&B icon R. Kelly sentenced to 30 years in prison today for sexually exploiting young women and children. Kelly convicted of racketeering and sex trafficking in New York last year. Allegations against Kelly go back decades, but resurfaced in the 2019 docuseries Surviving R. Kelly. Today, victims and their attorneys delivered statements to the court detailing their abuse. One called the 55-year-old, quote, a Pied Piper who lured children with his money and celebrity.
I stand here very proud of my judicial system, very proud of my fellow survivors, and very pleased with the outcome. 30 years did he do this, and 30 years is what he got.
Now, Kelly did not testify during his trial or make a statement ahead of sentencing. The singer faces another federal trial in August on child pornography and obstruction of justice charges in Chicago. We're seeing new images out of Maryland, where thankfully no one was hurt after a massive fire broke out at a boys' summer camp. About 100 firefighters responded to the fire. This is in Frederick County, Maryland. Started at Camp Aries Dining Hall. The building empty at the time. There are no reports of injuries, as we mentioned. The fire now under control, but crews are still working on putting out some hot spots there. It's unclear what caused the fire. Well, men, listen up. We are not good about going to the doctor. Very few of us are, even when something does go wrong. A fellow local man wants to change that, and he's using his story to make a difference. Tahlil Mohadeen joins us now with that message. Tahlil?
Eric, those who know Gary Davis best say he's always been community-minded. His own health crisis only furthered that commitment. Davis has spent the last 15 years mentoring at-risk kids, most recently as a youth employment coordinator with Briar Patch Youth Services. He was diagnosed with prostate cancer 3 years ago, the same disease that took his father's life. Since then, Davis has used his community reach to talk about men's health.
It's always about giving a part of yourself, and I truly mean that. Every person that you're able to touch, you're in a situation, it's like being able to live through them.
Davis is working to reach men around Madison about the value of listening to their bodies, getting screened, and knowing their risks. He says he especially wants to reach black men like his father who aren't aware of the risks or the developments and treatment options for prostate cancer. In addition to his work with Briar Patch, Davis is also a member of the African American Cancer Community Advocacy Board, working to address inequities to healthcare access.
Important work. Tahlil, thank you. There was another reason to go to the Henry Vilas Zoo in Madison today. Beyond the animals, kids and families found pinwheels, pride flags, and snacks near the entrance today. The Madison Police Department hosted a pop-up pride event at the zoo. Officers had a chance to connect with kids in Madison's LGBTQ+ community.
I'm here as a member of the MPD Pride Board, hoping to get some community engagement for our MPD Pride pop-up event. Just bringing the community together for Pride Month and trying to engage with the kids going to the zoo and having a good day.
The event gave children and their families a chance to learn about LGBTQ+ police department members. Allies in the city, such as Madison's Outreach, were also mentioned at this event. MPD hopes to host more of these pop-up events in the future. Still to come at 5, protests and lawsuits are ramping up after the Supreme Court rolled back Roe v. Wade. A closer look at how the decision could affect the polls. And later, in a post-Roe v. Wade world, demand for emergency contraception has increased 3,000% nationwide. A closer look at how Wisconsin pharmacies are dealing with that demand. That's next hour on News 3 Now at 6. On Wall Street, the Dow ends the day higher, up 82 points. The NASDAQ and S&P edge slightly lower in midweek trading. And we'll be right back.
Hey, this one's free. Car in front of you pay for it.
The best things in life are free.
This is the greatest day of my life!
Just wait till she hears about free installation from Feldco.
Free installation?
Free installation on windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Plus, no interest until 2024. That's something to get excited about.
Free installation ends Thursday. Call now.
Quality windows, siding, and doors. Call 866 for Feldco.
Incredible deals. Get 25% off our low Slumberland price. more low Slumberland price. What a sale! The 4th of July sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Hi, this is Lisa from 4Imprint. Yes, I'd like 50 welcome wows, 300 customer I love it, and 200 team member. Oh yes, certainly. You know we got some brand new woohoos.
Dial up the wow factor with promotional products from 4Imprint. We specialize in awesome items that are certain to awe and guaranteed to deliver some ooh yes. From apparel, backpacks, drinkware to high-tech items.
Wow.
I love it. Woohoo!
Go to 4imprint.com and find some wow now. 4Imprint, for certain.
Politicians have been threatening it. Now the Supreme Court's done it, triggering a ban on nearly all abortions in Wisconsin, even in cases of rape and incest. And Senator Ron Johnson sided with them on overturning Roe v. Wade, punishing doctors and hurting people, putting our health and reproductive rights in danger. Johnson even said, if you don't like it, you can move. Tell Senator Ron Johnson to protect us, not punish us.
Don't miss the 43rd Annual Art Fair off the Square, July 9th and 10th, located in downtown Madison between the Capitol and the Monona Terrace Convention Center, showcasing the talents and creativity of the Wisconsin Alliance of Artists and Craftspeople, featuring beautiful ceramics, art glass, painting and drawings, photography, sculpture, jewelry, and so much more. Buy local and support your Wisconsin artists and craftspeople, July 9th and 10th, the Art Fair off the Square. Put it on your calendar today.
Taking action. Contraception providers take steps toward preventing a shortage of products for their clients. We look into how this growing demand is impacting a local pharmacy. Then a local man uses his story to inspire others to receive prostate exams. That story tonight at 6.
News 3 Now is always on.
Download the Channel 3000 app and we will send you local breaking news as it happens.
The Channel 3000 app. Get it now.
Powered by News 3 Now.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Boy, we've been waiting a long time for this one. A long-awaited tradition finally returning to the Capitol grounds tonight. It is Concerts on the Square, the concert free to the public. News 3 Now's Charlotte DeLeste joins us now with a look at tonight's festivities. A tough assignment on a beautiful night. Charlotte?
I know, I really drew the short straw on this one, didn't I? It is an absolutely beautiful day here in Madison, and what a lovely day for the biggest comeback that we have seen in quite some time. I am here with Maestro Andrew Sewell from the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra, and welcome back, Maestro.
We are so delighted to be back after 3 years, excited to be back at our home.
How does it feel to see, I mean, it's already, the turnout's unbelievable.
It's going to be a big night tonight, especially with such a beautiful evening planned, weather-wise. And we've got a great lineup of music this summer and particularly tonight. So.
Talk about tonight.
Okay, tonight is a Motown-themed program with a group from Vegas called Spectrum, and it's got everything from the Righteous Brothers, the Temptations, the Stylistics, Smokey Robinson, Jackson 5, Stevie Wonder. It's truly a great Motown sound.
I saw them when they came in and you greeted them. They look like they came right out of a time warp. It's like, this is amazing. It's like you know what they are here to do.
Absolutely, and it's going to be nostalgic for many people because it'll take you back 50 years to the 70s. As we all remember.
And you know what? 70s, my favorite decade. Okay, so talk about what is new this year.
Okay, what's new this year? We've got, first of all, we've got a new Friends program, which you'll be talking about a little bit. And we've got some large screens on the Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard side and the East Washington side, so that now patrons on those quadrants can see the orchestra without having to just listen.
So instead of even looking like little ants, they can actually see you.
They can.
So let's talk about this Friends of WCO program.
Well, it's a way that we can, folks can subscribe for a very nominal amount, $5 a month, and we can keep the wheels turning and keep things moving along to support the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra. Each concert costs $180,000 raised by private donations and selling tables and people's kindness of people and donations. So this is a really important program for building community awareness. And you know, you spend $7 for a beer, you could spare $5 for a a friend,
That's
right?
true.
And
Now,
there are lots of benefits that come with that.
Speaking of beer, I understand there's a new canned cocktail.
Apparently so. Yes, it's called the Maestro Mule, and it's Prairie Fumé and ginger beer. It's very nice, apparently.
From Wollersheim, from Philippe Cocard of Wollersheim. How does it feel to have a Maestro Mule?
Well, it wasn't my idea, but somebody thought about it, so there we go.
What is the one thing that you enjoy so much from this that you hope people here can take home with them?
Well, I think it's a sense of community, and that music brings us all together because it's unspoken, it's vibrations, and it touches us in a soul where words don't always. And no matter what sort of a day you've had, you can hear a song and it can trigger a very nice thought and emotion, and it can just calm you down and as well as excite you. I mean, it's what music does. So it's an art form, and we have to keep the arts alive.
So powerful and so magical as well.
Thank you.
Maestro, thank you so very much, and good luck and congratulations on coming back.
Well, thank you, and thank you WISC-TV for being our media sponsor. This is so special.
It is our pleasure. Thank you. All right, Eric, I'll send it back to you.
Charlotte, enjoy the show tonight. We just had a graphic up of some of the things so people should know if they're heading down there. And here's the upcoming schedules. Well, if you can't make it down there tonight, there are several more concerts on the square to come this summer. Complete list. You can also, of course, always find more information at channel3000.com. Protests and lawsuits ramping up after the Supreme Court rolled back Roe v. Wade. Democrats are using this issue to drive support for this year's upcoming midterm elections. But positions on abortion rights could also factor into Republican primaries, and Skylar Henry has more from Washington.
Protesters on Capitol Hill called on lawmakers to take action to protect abortion rights.
Roe is dead, but we don't give up. The Supreme Court does not have the final word.
It simply gave the issue back to the elected representatives to be dealt with in the political process.
Tuesday, 8 states held primary or runoff elections, the first one since the Supreme Court's historic decision to overturn Roe v. Wade.
I will listen to people.
In Colorado, Joe O'Dea, a Republican who has voiced support for some abortion rights, beat an anti-abortion rights opponent in his U.S. Senate primary. Meanwhile, lawsuits continued to mount. Wisconsin's Democratic leaders filed a challenge against their state statute banning abortion dating back to 1849. Already, some state judges have temporarily blocked similar so-called trigger laws in Texas, Utah, and Louisiana, where providers at one of the state's 3 abortion clinics brace for next steps.
We're taking each day as we can, seeing as many patients as we can while we can.
The next battle over reproductive rights may have already begun after Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas suggested the court should reconsider any cases protecting access to contraceptives.
Clarence Thomas was quite forthright that he is inviting people to bring these challenges.
Following a surge in demand, several major pharmacies like CVS and Rite Aid are imposing limits on the purchase of emergency contraception, also known as the morning after pill. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the Supreme Court.
The Biden administration has made access to family planning services, including emergency and long-acting contraceptives, part of its plan of action in response to the overturning of Roe v. Wade. And demand for abortion pills is growing after the Supreme Court's decision. Medication abortion is a method to end pregnancy by taking a combination of pills that are approved by the Food and Drug Administration. Mifepristone, the second pill, is misoprostol, and the FDA says both are safe and effective up to 11 weeks after the first day of the last menstrual period.
It's extremely safe. It's safer than Viagra. It's safer than most of the over-the-counter painkillers, for example.
Sourcing medication, abortion pills online is safe if the pills are sourced from reputable outlets.
Some anti-abortion advocates say the next battle over abortion rights may be over access to these abortion pills, with some Republican governors already signaling they'll take action to block access to abortion pills. Well, let's get a look on this beautiful Wednesday, your certified most accurate forecast. Down there with Charlotte, we find meteorologist Dana Fulton and your forecast live from Concerts on the Square. Dana?
I think Charlotte said it best earlier. We've got a really rough assignment today. It is so nice downtown, and I mean, Madison's great in every season, but summer in Madison, this is wonderful. The crowd already packed out. A lot of folks, of course, wearing sunscreen, sunglasses, and sun hats because it is quite sunny out here and very summer-like, and that's what we're expecting to see as we look ahead to the next few days. Here's a nice live look over Madison for us right now. A blue sky. barely even seeing a cloud overhead. Temperatures in the middle 80s with dew points in the mid 50s. So it feels comfortable. It does feel a bit warm, though. Again, that summer-like warmth really sticking with us as we look ahead through the rest of the week. Temperatures throughout southern Wisconsin sitting just a little bit above average, but right where we were forecasting for and what we would expect to see as we look towards, at this point, the end of June. So warm outside, but at least the weather is generally pretty quiet. Doppler track also, again, staying quiet for us overnight. And as we look ahead to Thursday, things start to change a little bit, though, as we look ahead towards late Thursday and into Friday. Notice as we spend the rest of the evening out here, things stay nice and dry. We'll continue to see sunshine for a few more hours. Tomorrow, partly sunny, windy and hot. High temperatures will be close to 90 for Thursday afternoon. That means heat index readings in the middle 90s. So plan on that humidity being a factor for your Thursday afternoon. Overall, again, Doppler track staying quiet for us overnight and for most of Thursday, but we are keeping a close eye on our next chance for rain. Notice well to the north right now, the northern portion of the state, we're seeing some showers. Southern Wisconsin sitting in a dry spot for us. As we look ahead through the next several days, the warmer air is settling on in. Our future check will bring in a dry, clear sky overnight. For Thursday morning, temperatures in the middle 70s. In the afternoon, plan on highs close to 90 with that rain chance building in mainly after midnight, late Thursday into early Friday morning. Those showers, only a chance for us early in the morning. The afternoon on Friday right now looks dry. That clears off to the southeast, and we transition into dry weather for this weekend. It'll be nice to line up the 4th of July weekend with some sunshine and some more summer-like temperatures. Really similar forecast sticking with us for the next few days with this warming trend staying along. Again, highs tomorrow close to 90. That means heat index readings in the middle to upper 90s at times. We have that chance for rain early on Friday. Partly sunny skies on Saturday, mostly sunny on Sunday. And the 4th of July, Monday, brings along partly sunny skies with the chance possibly for some light showers and storms later on, late in the evening heading into Tuesday. Next week, high temperatures pull back a bit, mid to low 80s. We'll have scattered showers for Tuesday and Wednesday, and then drier weather expected to build in as we look ahead to the back half of next week. But notice with those temperatures, it'll feel like summer outside, and it certainly does feel like summer out here down on the square. We're going to continue to enjoy the sunshine, and Charlotte and I will have more updates throughout the evening.
All right, Dana, enjoy the concert. And
I will, if you insist, if you insist.
I don't think you were here the last time we had a true Concerts on the Square, right? Pre-pandemic? So is this your first one?
Briefly, this is my first one. I was here. I was in Madison, but I didn't have the opportunity to come down and enjoy it. So again, I think I'm with most of the crowd tonight, excited to be in a post-pandemic or at least an afterward for us to be downtown and enjoying this weather this evening.
Yeah. Boy, enjoy it. It's a great night for it. Dana, thank you.
Yes.
As she said, with the 4th of July just days away, we want to stress the importance of fireworks safety. We show these wild videos every year with these mannequins and the fireworks. Well, we're going to tell you how you can stay safe. That's next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Protecting your cargo is a must, because most times it's more than just cargo. It's the memories, friendships, and adventures that are built with it. The late nights and early mornings. The races and renovations. From hitches to ratchet straps and everything in between, we've got what you need to get your cargo there safely. Secure your passion with 11% off Tow Smart, Smart Straps, and Cargo Smart products at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Save on all appliances and grills during the inventory blowout sale at Grand Appliance. Shop unbeatable deals like this GE gas range with convection and air fry for just $847, or this LG kitchen with a 29 cubic foot French door fridge for just $29.97. That's not all. Get up to $750 in additional savings exclusively at Grand. Visit grandappliance.com or your local showroom today. Grand Appliance, the appliance experts.
Sir Jenian's landfill-free guarantee has kept more than 20 million pounds of commercial and residential carpet and pad from area landfills. Visit Madison's largest showroom of flooring options, including eco-friendly products. Local, sustainable, Sir Jenian's.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us, Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Donate today.
How do you use your energy? Giving back to your community? Fueling your drive to deliver hope for neighbors in need? At Alliant Energy, we're creating more clean, renewable energy every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power. We're thinking about a brighter future. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
Dude, great ride. Right? This Silverado keeps me connected and in control. And this touchscreen is my command center. My command center.
The 2022 Silverado LT. Find new control. Find new roads.
Well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Wipes, wipes, wipes. Why the waste? Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water with reusable EcoPad. Micelles work like a magnet. Now leave less mascara residue than the leading wipes with no wipe waste. Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water and reusable EcoPad by Garnier, naturally.
This 4th of July weekend, keep your loved ones safe while celebrating. An alarming increase in fireworks-related injuries has sent thousands of Americans to the hospital, prompting health officials to raise awareness. A recent Consumer Product Safety Commission report showed fireworks-related injuries are up 25% over the past 15 years, with 9 people dying of such injuries last year. Officials cautioned Americans, encouraging people to attend public, professional fireworks displays to celebrate the holiday.
They burn at about 2,000 degrees, so it's like handing a blowtorch to a child.
Officials also warn against using or making illegal fireworks. Consumers should make sure fireworks are legal in your area and only purchase ones labeled for consumer use. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Final check of the forecast.